What's going on, everyone? It's Brucey's Brew with the sixth video in my Nothing Special series where I max a main account as an average player, do as much content as possible, and make videos of my journey along the way. Today I have a Barrows Guide. I received the Barrows Brothers as a Slayer task, which I didn't even know was possible, and the kills count per brother, which is interesting. Despite Barrows being maybe the first easy boss you'd encounter in old school, the methods for it have gotten pretty ridiculous at high levels and end game. So this guide will be focusing on just the bare basics that will get you through the Barrows easily and showcase them as an introductory boss. The Barrows Brothers are a group of 6 ghostly brothers who reside in separate burial tombs or barrows in the south of Mauritania here. They each have a different passive effect, and overall 4 of them will use melee, 1 will use ranged, and 1 will use mage. The only hard requirements to kill the Barrows Brothers is the completion of Priest in Peril. For the stats, you'll want at least 50 plus magic for access to Ivan's Blast, although you could get away with 47 mage and use Water Blast on the normal spellbook. 75 plus is recommended for a charged staff. Ranged, you'll want at least 50 plus for access to a magic shortbow, though 75 plus is recommended for a blowpipe. You don't need to melee here at all. If you choose to, I'd get at least 60 plus melee for dragon weaponry. For the gear, as always, I'll throw that up from the wiki. You guys can pause this if you need. That was the absolute low level, and then this is just regular low level and medium to high level here. What you'll really want to focus on is just mage gear and a range switch for one of the brothers. That's it. You could choose to bring melee for the tunnels, and you could choose to use melee on Carol, the range brother, if you wanted to, but it's not necessary. Good prayer bonus is great because you're praying protection prayers the whole time. You'll be safe from 5 of them, as your prayer will negate all of their damage, and only 1 of them can damage you through prayer, as well as some of the monsters in the tunnels if you're not praying against them. So if you're taking a lot of damage, slip in some melee defense into your gear setup. The Barrows Brothers are so weak to mage that it won't hurt your overall DPS much, if at all. I like to bring a Elite Void here just for the easy switch, or regular Void even is fine. The rest is just mage bonus gear. I think Void is just great because you're praying most of the time. You get access to that accuracy and damage boost, and you don't get hurt or penalized really by the low defense of Void. Because you're praying, like I said. So for the inventory, you will want a shovel to be able to enter the crypts of each of the brothers. You want some prayer potions, some food. A rune pouch is helpful to collect the runes you get as loot. You get a lot of them. A teleport out or to a bank. A Barrows tele tab if you're using that method, and a strange lockpick if you have access to one. I think those are just great. They really speed up the run. Next, to get 2 Barrows, the easiest method is going to be a teleport in your player-owned house. The next would be a Barrows teleport tab. They both take you to the same spot here. After that, you're going to want the Mori Legs 3 and run up from Berg to Rot. And if you don't have access to any of those options, maybe the BKR Fairy Ring and run south through the swamp here. I will pull up an example kill and we can get into the boss. I'll use the Barrows teleport from my house here, and that is as simple as it can get. So the Barrows Brothers themselves, there are 6 of them. 5 of them will be in their tombs, and 1 will be missing. Whichever one is missing has an entrance to the dungeon below that you'll need to navigate to get your loot, and this barrow should be entered last. So first here we have Derek, who melees you. You'll protect from melee against him. You'll take no damage. His passive effect is that the lower his health is, the more damage he does to you. He is the most essential to keep your prayer on for, as when he has 1 HP, he can hit you for a 64 and potentially one-shot you. Next is Guthin. Guthin will melee you, so we'll pray melee against him, and his passive effect is that he will heal upon attacking you successfully 25% of the time. Since we're praying melee here, this doesn't happen at all. We don't even need to worry about it. Next is going to be Carol. He will range us, so we're going to pray protect from range from him. His passive effect will drain your agility. This can hurt you during the tunnels. If that's the case, bring either a stamina pot or a super restore. You could choose to melee this boss, but it is not necessary. Torag is next. He will melee you. We will pray protect from melee from him. His passive effect will drain our stamina. Pretty useless, and this is avoided by praying melee. As you can see, in each of the tunnels, your prayer does get constantly drained. It's wise to restore above ground so you don't waste any. Second to last here is Varric. His passive effect allows him to hit us through prayer and armor. He's the only brother that can really damage you no matter what you do. As you can see, he was the missing one for me. So for him, you'll just want to bring some food along. You'll need a bit for the tunnels anyways, and his max hit is a 15 through prayer. Last, we have Aram. He will mage you. His passive effect will weaken you. He is the one you want to bring a range switch for. And you can use a super restore if the weaken effect hurts you for some reason if you're using melee in the tunnels or on Carol or something. So once you've killed 5 of them, the 6th brother will be hiding in the tunnels underneath. So let's go find him. What I like to do here is just zoom all the way out. If you're not using a strange lockpick, see which door is open and then use that to try and figure out which ones might be close to it that you'll need to navigate. If you are using a strange old lockpick, just use it on the doors and go right into the tomb. The last brother has a chance to spawn when you open any door here, but they will always spawn when you open the chest right before looting it. So I just recommend just going right for the chest if you have access to the strange old lockpick. I think it's great. It really speeds it up. As for looting the chests, there's loads of combinations to get the right percentage, to get the best chance at equipment. That's ultimately what we all want. And runes and gold, and this is around 86.36%. There's a bunch of other ones. I recommend that you just take a look at the wiki if you'd like. What I use is 2 skeletons and 1 bloodworm, or I will kill 4 bloodworms, as well as all of the brothers. So I'll navigate the maze here, and then I think I just need a skeleton kill here, but I'm going to open up the chest to spawn the brother, to spawn Varric here. And opening doors, guys, does spawn monsters as well, so you'll see me do that in a moment here to get the last skeleton I believe that I need. There it is. And I got ready to loot the chest, and the freaking crypt rat attacked me. I had no idea what was going on. I thought my staff ran out of charges, so I decided to try and spawn another one. I got lucky here. It normally doesn't take this long. I usually have the monsters killed as I navigate to the chest with the strange old lockpick and get the brother, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Not great loot here, but that is the chest. You'll want to open that, loot it, get the loot, tally out, resupply, and do it again. This boss is very chill once you learn it, and it's not too difficult to learn really at all, I'd say. It's not too complicated. You can make it a lot more complicated if you'd like by bringing more switches. I'd look into the wiki if you're interested in that. As for the loot, guys, not a lot was made here. I made very little. I do have the Mori Hard Diary done, which does double the runes I received from the chest, but no equipment, just runes. And I did do one run after the task, though, and managed to pull a Carol's crossbow here. You can see that in my inventory. But that's it for Barrows, everyone. If you like the guide, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next one for a KQ guide and loot from the task. As far as my maxing grind goes, I have hit 88 Slayer. I have almost got 200k into that so far as well, towards 89 Slayer. I've got a construction level last night, bring me to 80. So that is 1938 total level, which is 6 total levels since I've started the series. I hope to get another crafting and construction level soon as I can continue to grind max Slayer. So thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and peace.